What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Retro Reviews. I'm just doing a quick video today. This is a special unboxing video, okay? Actually, it's going to be two unboxings. I got two packages arrived today at the post office, so I just got back from picking them up. So I'm very excited, especially about the one. Both of them really, but the one is just extra special. So we're gonna take this to the my kitchen table so I can have some space, because you know the one is kind of a little bit of a large box. All right, so let's head to the kitchen. Let's do this. So we're back in the kitchen here. Thought this would be a good area for me to do this unboxing. This is the first item, so I'm saving the best one for last. Okay, so let's unbox this one here and see what we got in here. This is a eBay purchase. Big surprise, right? I am definitely an eBay guy. Oh wow, okay. So I guess I ordered a box. Well, let's just leave that box in there and let's see if we can just do it this way. Okay. Nice packaging. Yep, nice bubble wrap here. So I like that. I appreciate those people that. Let's get this box out of the way. Looks like unravel it like an onion here. Always like that. Oh, they shrink wrapped it too. So they shrink wrapped it, bubble wrapped it, double boxed it. So yeah, I'm impressed. Definitely kudos to this eBay seller for their packaging, right? So yes, if you can't already tell, it's another range mate. I have the one range mate, but it was kind of getting lonely and it was needing a companion. So yeah, here we go. This is a different shape. Here's the lid for my range mate I did have. So it's, you know, you can see it's round, and this is more of a rectangular shape. So okay, cool. Came with a book, the user guide and recipe book. So that's nice. Oh, cool. There, just to show you, there's a recipe. Italian sausages, right? Nice instructions and color photos. But here's the device itself. So, yep, nice. I saw this one, and then of course I dig the color, the blue, right? Because my other one is kind of, I think it's red, but it might be a little orange in it. It's a reddish orange, but I'm going to say that one's red and white, and this one's now blue and white. So cool, I got America's colors. Very patriotic, right? So, but yeah, this is a rectangular shape, as you can see. So that's nice for, like, basically if you got two people, you know, if you like doing burgers, you know, you got room in there for two there side by side. So it gives you a little bit more cooking space as far as, like, because of the shape, right? Because the other one is just round. And just because of it's round, if your burgers are so big, they might be like a little scrunched together. So that was the main reason I got this one. I thought it'd be a nice little companion to go with my other one. That way I got the different shape. So depending on what I want to do, that's the one I would go with, right? So let's clear this out. This one's got some weight to it. So in case you can't see that, let's see. Yeah, under the UPS thing. There's your clue. MPI home video. Well, on here it says, yeah, MPI Media Group. Okay. But, yeah, this one's got some weight to it. Oh, I already know. Yeah. It says it what it is on the side of the box, but I'm going to, just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to refrain from sharing that, and just let's open up the box and see what we got here. This was a pricey item, I will admit that. But for me, it's worth it because I love the show. And I wanted to watch it all in its entirety. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So yes, we got a little coffin in here. You guys see that? Dark Shadows. The complete original series. So let's get this. Yep, it's in a bag. There's now that, yeah, this was not an eBay purchase. Now let me get this box out of the way. Very nice packaging when it comes in the. It's like the nice packaging. The box there. The inserts was like shaped like the coffin. But yeah, I've seen these on eBay, but from my research, they's like, you got to be careful. There's a lot of counterfeit or bootleg copies being sold on eBay, and something like that, I did not want to take the chance. Okay, and so this show was released on home video by MPI Home Video. Let's get it open here. Let's hold it up so you guys can see that. There's Barnabas Collins on the front. The 175-year-old guilt-ridden vampire. So let's open the coffin. Ooh. The lid stays open like that. So this is a DVD set, okay? And so you can see that's the image of Barnabas and all those DVDs, right? And so this is the entire show, including the beginning episodes, okay? If you guys aren't familiar with this show, I'm going to do a review of it once I actually watch the whole show, because I haven't watched the entire show from beginning to end. I've kind of I caught it in the middle at some point, and then I went so far, because this show ran for 5 years, from 1966 to 1971, okay? So, if you're not familiar with the show, it was a gothic daytime soap opera. Now, I'm not big on soaps, like regular soaps. This was no regular soap, okay? This was, I just think that's cool, the lid of the coffin. Right? I mean, it's got hinges on the, nice hinges there on the, I believe they said those are nickel hinges on the side there. But yeah, it was a gothic. I mean, it was considered a soap, okay, but it was nothing. It was a show of unlike anything, especially at the time, right? This show was like nothing like it. And I don't even know if there's been anything like it since, okay? So this show was a gothic romance, suspense, drama with supernatural elements in it. Okay, so as you can see from the presentation here, it's a coffin. Barnabas, he is Barnabas Collins. He is, he's the most popular character, most popular and well-known character from the show, because the show actually was on the air for almost a year, I think, before he showed up in the story. Now, the story goes, the ratings were kind of falling off. The ratings were not doing too well before he showed up. But when he showed up, it's like the ratings like skyrocketed, right? It's basically like he saved the show, because what they were doing before he showed up, they did a little supernatural stuff here and there, but nothing like, this. I guess vampires are sexy, right? So, and appealing and alluring and intriguing, right? And so his character was very like intriguing, right? Because he just wasn't like a brutal, unreal, killer. Like you got to see him as a character. You got to see that he was actually considered a reluctant vampire. He wasn't proud and happy of his existence. He was just cursed with it, and he had really no choice, So he was like basically a reluctant, guilt-ridden vampire. So, but yeah, I first discovered this show in the late 1990s. So this show has special meaning for me beyond the fact that it's an awesome, cool show, right? This show brings back memories of when my two daughters were little. My first daughter was born in 1998, so that's really when I discovered the show, okay? Because my memories are, on my days off from work, see, the Sci-Fi Channel was running the show, right? During the day, kind of like it was originally. Now, I don't think it might. I'm not sure if the time was exact, but that's really don't matter. But yeah, I know it was during the day though, because my memories are, sitting on the couch and holding my daughter as I was either feeding her or she was sleeping, and I would either be holding her in my arms or have her on the couch next to me, and as I'm watching the show, right? So I'm always going to have those fond memories of this show and that time of my daughter being there, and that's so special. You just can't replace that. And so yeah, I'm very fond I have fond memories of this show, and that's like a big reason of it. But beyond that, the show itself, it's cool, and it's back then. See, this show was like almost live, almost like watching it. They almost did this this show live. Okay, what I mean by that is they didn't do retakes. So yes, there are times where the actors messed up on their lines or forgot their lines, and sometimes you can even see the panic on their face, and they had to improvise, right? Because this show, I guess it was expensive to do editing back then, because with the cameras being on film, they said it was expensive. It was really expensive to to stop the camera and to do a retake. So basically, they were told, just memorize your lines as good as you can, and if you're drawing a blank, just improvise, right? Just wing it. Just do your best, because it's like, keep rolling, So the pressure was really on those actors at the time. They had to it's like, in their mind, they're like, oh, crap, then they just sometimes had to think of stuff on the fly. So, so there are like bloopers and stuff where they mess up, or maybe an object in the room fell off the wall and it didn't mean to, and they just, show must go on, right? It's like, screw it, just keep rolling. We're rolling, we're live, just keep going with it. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, here's looks like a booklet. I'm gonna pull this out. Let's pull this out a little bit so you can see it. There we go. That's a nice view of the coffin, right? So yeah, I discovered the show in the late '90s. Had got special memories of with my daughter watching the show. It was kind of like even though she was very young, it was almost like kind of a bonding thing with me and her, But anyways, and so yeah, that's how I discovered the show. Now at the time, okay, if y'all remember Columbia House, that's where you could get movies, right, and even music on CDs and movies on VHS, and then later DVD. But this is the late '90s when VHS was still king, right? It was, I think DVD was maybe just coming out, and but a lot of people still had VHS. They were still like selling VHS new in the stores, and so even this, Columbia House. Columbia House offered this show on VHS, and I started getting it, right? I was joined like the club, and they would send you one tape a month. So I even have a lot of these still on VHS, okay? Here's a VHS. This is volume 2. Now on a VHS tape, there was like 5 episodes on a tape. So they would send you one of these a month. And it was like $25. That included shipping. I think it was $20 and then $5 for shipping. So that was $25 for this one tape. And I got up to like a lot of tapes, and like even now I have up to like 64 tapes. I have 1 through 64, and so, but the bad thing about this this particular see, here's the MPI home video, okay, but on the VHS, the show, it started when Barnabas came onto the show. Like on the first tape, they show you like a 15-minute summary of like the previous year of the show before Barnabas showed up. So basically the VHS picked up when Barnabas comes onto the scene, because that's really when the show took off and the ratings, it became a hit. Before that, it was like it was so-so, but then like the few weeks up to before he came, the ratings were really tanking, I heard. Now I looked it up on eBay, okay, because I want to know. I was like, because I had 64 tapes, and that's a lot. It takes up a lot. These tapes take up a lot of space. So I was like, if I wanted to get this whole thing on VHS, how many tapes total is there? And they did offer the beginnings, right, of that year before Barnabas showed up. So total, if you wanted from the very beginning to the end of the show, the whole show on VHS, that would have been 254 VHS tapes. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. I mean, I'm retro. I still love VHS. But you can imagine, like this coffin, right, is the whole show. This coffin's the whole show. So imagine 254 of these VHS tapes. I'll attach a picture of the eBay listing right about here. So yeah, that was interesting. People said you might need to add a wing to your house for to be able to store those VHS tapes. And not only the cost, but my gosh, do you realize how much that would be, the cost? Okay? At $25, like if I would have, because eventually I canceled Columbia House, because it's like, at the time, I'm like, how many freaking tapes are there? And I'm getting them one a month. So just think, let's figure that up real quick. So here's my, got my calculator. So 254 tapes. Let's first figure out how long it would take me to get the whole show. Like if I, went back and got the beginning. Divided by 12 months in a year. Wow. If I would have stuck with that, can you guys see that? 21.16 years. So that would have took me over 21 years to get the whole show if I got the one tape per month, right? So that would have took me 21 years to get the whole show that way. Now now this is the really like wowzers thing. 254 tapes, and let's say if I timed it by $25. Yeah. $6,350. That's what I would have paid. So I would have paid $6,350 over 21 years to get that show on VHS tape, and plus the massive amount of space it takes up. So as retro as I am, I can be like realistic and be like, no, I think the DVD set is the way to go if you wanted this show, and I did want it. So yeah. There's like 131 DVDs in here, so let's pull one of these out. Here's the first one, see? Dark Shadows. Oh, that's nice. So, you open this up. Okay, so see, there's several DVDs in one mini case here. So there it looks like 3, another 3. So it looks like, yeah, 4, yeah. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 DVDs and one sleeve here, right? So, and then yeah, on the back here it says episodes 1 through 9 are on the first disc. Disc 2 is episodes 10 through 18. So yeah, it looks like 9 episodes per DVD. So that's almost double the VHS, right? Because VHS had 5 episodes, and you get 9 on a DVD. So yeah, the DVDs take up a lot less space, and it's, again, yes, this coffin, this whole thing was $400, and I got it directly from MPI Home Video, because like I said, my research, there was a lot of counterfeits out there. They said there were things to look for. Like the coffin lid did not stay open on its own. That was one thing. Of course, there was playback issues on the DVDs. So something like this, I wasn't willing to take that chance. Okay, and I just felt better about getting it directly from MPI Home Video. Yeah, like another sign of a counterfeit was the coffin was shrink wrapped when it came. If you remember right, it was it was in a plastic bag. It wasn't shrink wrap. So yeah, there was different things to look for that were the signs of the counterfeit. But yeah, have you guys ever heard of this show? It's very retro. Okay, like I said, 60s, 1966 to 1971 was the original air date. And there was 2 movies, right, with this same cast of actors, you know, because the first movie was called House of Dark Shadows, that came out in 1970, and the second one was Night of Dark Shadows, that came out in 1971. So yeah, like they were actually making the movie at the same time the show was like still going on. So they were like pulling actors. It's like, okay, I need you for the movie now, so we'll have something else going on in the show, so we don't need you on the show. So they had like 2 separate camera crews, right, making the show and the movie at the same time. Hey, they pulled it off, right? So yeah, you can also get those movies on VHS and DVD, and I think even Blu-ray now. Now I don't know if this collection is on Blu-ray, and I don't care. I'm not, you know, I own a Blu-ray player, but it's in my closet. I've never even used it. So I'm sure, like, for me, a DVD's good enough, right? And I also recently did get there was a revival series in 1991. It got canceled. There was only like 12 episodes, but it's still a decent amount to watch. And I recently got it and watched it recently, and I'll do a review of that series as well. Now, typically I'm not a fan of remakes, but it was the same guy, Dan Curtis, that made the revival, okay? So, yeah, being that this show was his baby, he wasn't gonna mess it up, right? He was gonna do it justice, and I think they did. I like the revival series. It was just too bad they some new guy that came on at NBC at the time, for whatever reason, decided to cancel it. So, anyways, that's the video for this awesome collection. Let's close it back up here, the coffin, and let Barnabas sleep, because it is during the day when I'm filming this right now. So let's pick it up here, and because that's solid. That's got some. Imagine 131 DVDs. That's got some weight to it. I think they said it's like 15 pounds. So, yeah, this is probably my pride and joy. My most. It will be my most prized collector's item, or item in my collection as of right now. But just because of it's how, I mean, it's just awesome, right? How awesome is that? So let's open the lid one more time, and so you guys can get a good look of Barnabas on the, if I can get the glare off. There we go. How cool is that, right? Too bad the coffin lid don't creak. I just did that. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Sorry for the long story and the backstory of the show, but I just wanted to share it with you guys because this show is kind of special to me. I love it. I will warn you, it is a show. You want to talk about a show that's very where you can binge watch. Okay, this is a show that you can binge because the way they did it, the way they ended every episode, they kind of like left you hanging. It made you want to come back, and it's like to see what's going to happen next, right? It was kind of like a cliffhanger ending on every episode, and of course they did that intentionally because they want you to come back to watch. So they knew what they were doing. But yeah. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Yes, it was $400, but would you say for what I got, and again, especially if you compare it to the VHS, if you went that route, I mean, that route's just not realistic. It just, now you can find the original listing on eBay. I think somebody had that collection, the VHS, for it was like $400 or $500, but still, you don't know if they're going to play that, because sometimes VHS, it will mess up, so you don't know if every tape would play good or not. So yeah, DVD was the route to go on this case. But what do you guys think? Did I make is this a good solid purchase? Is this an awesome collection of a whole show, right? Yeah, have you ever heard of this show? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you think I made the right move of getting this DVD coffin collection versus continuing to try to, collect the tapes on VHS? Let me know what you think. I'm curious if you guys ever heard of this show or have an interest in this show. Like I said, if you like drama, suspense, romance, gothic, vampires, ghosts, witches, werewolves, warlocks, you name it, okay? Like, the sun was not out very often in this show. Like, just trying to give you a feel for it. Like, it was very dark, dreary, dark and eerie, gothic, thunder and lightning a lot, doors slamming for no reason, windows, the chandeliers, the wind blowing the chandeliers. Yeah, like thunder, lightning all the time. Well, not all the time, but very often. Okay, so yeah, it was just an eerie show, and it just had a charm to it. So sorry for the long description of this show, but like I said, it's a very important show to me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and see what you thought about it, of this purchase and unboxing, and like I said, one day, I don't know when, but one day after I watch the entire show, I'll do a review video on the show itself, because I still haven't watched it all yet. I want to watch it all first before I do that video. So anyways, guys, that's the video I got for you. If this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button down there, and then the bell next to it, ding ding, and then that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel a lot. That'd be retro rad if you do that. I would really appreciate it. So anyways, guys, until next time, keep it retro. This is a special unboxing video, okay? I got a package. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, let's head to the kitchen and let's get to it. So let's head to the kitchen and let's see what we're unboxing. So let's head to the kitchen and let's do this.